there, Per. Might have been because you weren't smart enough to get in. I suppose this means that any grandchildren I get from you are going to be useless as well.
Please don't talk to me like that. I'm not a child and I know very well how to take care of myself.
You may think that you're clever, but you do know the Dean has a very smart old friend, don't you?
You wouldn't happen to be referring to Tina, would you?
Yes, that's right. She's a brilliant girl who went to an Ivy League school and is working abroad now. I hear that she's still single, though. To be honest, I thought Dean and her were dating this whole time.
You really thought that?
Yeah. In fact, ever since they were little, I always thought that the two of them would end up together. So I'm sure you can imagine my shock when he brings you home and introduces you as his girlfriend to me. And I was even more shocked when I found out that you never went to college and are working some dead-end office job. I really have no idea how you sunk your claws into my little boy, much less how you tricked him into marrying you.
Well, Harriet, I don't know what else to say except that I'm sorry I'm not the perfect wife that you want me to be for Dean. But I also want you to know that I work very hard to try and please you.
You're always apologizing and doing whatever I say, but are you actually growing as a person? I mean, how can I trust what you say when you do something like separate my laundry and then don't even clean it? Clearly, you barely ever actually listen to what I'm trying to say to you to tell you what to do. Ha! Here I thought having you two live with me would make my life easier, but instead you're just giving me more things to stress about. I knew that you weren't the brightest girl, but I had no idea that you were going to be so useless.
I'm really sorry if I've done anything to upset you, Harriet. Actually, I think that Dean wants to call you and have a chat.
Dean wants to talk to me on the phone? Well, whatever about?
Actually, he kind of saw some of these messages that we've been sending to each other.
Wait a second. What? You've been showing my son our private conversations? Oh, you really are much worse than I thought you were.
I didn't go out of my way to show him or anything, it's just that we're together and he was wondering who was spending so much time texting.
Well, I am very sorry for disturbing you on your birthday, but I just had to get that off my chest. I just felt that if I didn't warn you about how I felt, that you would never change.
I understand, Harriet. Thank you for telling me about how you feel in regards to all of this.
And you can tell Dean that I'm out running errands and don't have time to talk to him on the phone. Anyways, I hope you two have a good rest of your day. 1 week later. Pearl, I just wanted to let you know that I'll be home in an hour.
Got it. Sounds good. Thank you for letting me know.
But it really is just such a shame, don't you think?
I'm sorry? What's a shame? I don't think I quite understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking about my son, of course. You do know that after the two of you got back from your birthday trip, that he was just furious with me, don't you? He was saying all kinds of things about how he thought I was bullying you. And he hasn't said a word to me since doing all of that.
Oh, I see. Yes, I suppose that really is unfortunate.
But this morning, I asked him if he was still upset with me, and he said it didn't matter anymore. So clearly, my son has just run out of any love he might have had for you.
Do you really think that's why I gave you that answer?
That's right. He's not on your side any longer. He must have finally realized how ridiculous it was to accuse me of bullying you. Obviously, he saw that all I was trying to do was teach you how to be a better wife. Surely a mother-in-law is allowed to do that.
I suppose you can do whatever you feel like, really.
And that means I
Because quite frankly, Dean feels absolutely betrayed over the way you've been treating me.
Okay, let's just all calm down and talk about this rationally, please.
But now I realize that I don't need your approval to feel good about my marriage anymore. This is just about Dean and I, and you don't have a part in this any longer. I was just wasting my time trying to impress you.
But you know that I wasn't really ever trying to be mean to you, right?
Are you still harping on that point? Is that all you have to say for yourself?
But it's true. I was just trying to give you chances to prove yourself to me.
You threatened to kick me out of my house and told me that my husband had turned against me.
Oh, that was just a test. But I really didn't think that you'd react to it all like this.
Well, then it appears that you've just made mistake after mistake. But that isn't my problem.
Well, then I'm sorry. Please, just tell me where you're going to live and I'll go apologize right now.
I don't want your apology and I'm not telling you where I live.
I'll do all the housework. I'll do my fair share. Just please, don't do this.
No, this is what you wanted and I'm giving it to you. It's too late to back out now. After that, Harriet continued to blow up my phone trying to beg for my forgiveness, but Dean and I just ignored her. Apparently, Harriet got so upset that she reached out to that old friend of Dean's and tried to get her involved in a plot to steal Dan away from me. But when she reached out to Dean's old friend, she found out that she was already dating someone in the country she was living in. After that all fell apart, she went back to blowing up my phone begging for forgiveness. After being informed about what she was up to by Dean's old friend, we realized that Harriet was too far gone to be helped. We agreed that she was never going to be offering a real apology and would only continue to interfere in our lives. Finally, we decided to block her on all platforms and thankfully haven't heard from her since. Dean and I are very happy in our new home away from Harriet and have been enjoying all the peace and quiet that we've had since moving out. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.